Morning watchers, Scott at SE Landscaping in the northeast of England, and it is the 11th of April and I'm off to do a planting scheme today. I think I showed on a previous video when I did the day in the life of a landscape contractor that we had a rockery to plant. Now this was the stone going in, supplied by a local quarry. So that was just a bit of stone to provide drainage underneath. It was just something that the local council got for free. Then after that I got some soil / compost mix delivered, which was this. And then these large, these medium-sized boulders arrived here. Now there was only one or two of them that were heavy, but the good news is as you saw on the picture there, they were craned in. So they were not craned in, they were lifted in with a high ab. So they were lifted in with a high ab, so that saved a lot of back breaking work, and we just pushed one or two into the holes that we dug. We just dug small holes, he dropped them in, then we firmed them up round. And now, with the balance of my B&Q plants and some plants I purchased from a local, some herbaceous plants I purchased from a local garden centre yesterday, because B&Q had loads of plants on offer at 20% off over Easter, so I bought all the plants a bit cheaper, and I got the balance with from the garden centre yesterday of herbaceous stuff B&Q didn't have in. So armed with, I think there's 100 plants in the back of the van and compost, the plan is to go and finish this rockery today and then just hope and pray that it gets left alone. Now we're due torrential rain tonight, so by planting this morning, the plan is that they will get well watered in tonight, which will be a bonus. So it will save us going out with the Bowser, and it's supposed to be unsettled for the rest of the week now, so they'll be getting a good watering in over the next few weeks, and then we'll just monitor them for the next sort of 6 weeks. If there's any dry spells, we'll give them a bit of water. The main problem here, and this is not me being pessimistic, this is just me knowing the area. Unfortunately, some of these plants will get pulled out. Now originally this was sort of a community scheme that this quarry wanted to get involved with, so the quarry supplied the stone and the boulders, and they got someone to design it, and some of the plants that they were going to put in this area were 60-70 pound specimens. And I said to the council, I said, do you not want me to redesign it? I said, because these will walk. I said, it's very easy to replace a £10 plant, but it's rather expensive to replace 60-70 pound plants. So they agreed with me, and like I say, we'll put these in. The scheme's been designed so there's colour all year basically. So we've got spring colour, we've got summer colour, and then we've got winter colour. But once we get it all planted up, I'll run through the scheme and show you what's gone in. So I might get a bit more footage of hat's just fallen off. Is that a good sign? Does that mean that I should be putting that hat on because it's sunny? Lawn Care Legends. Morning to all the legends out there. So yeah, I will run through what we're putting in, and this will be a nice scheme if it's left alone and managed well. They're going to be pretty tightly packed, but there's going to be some nice colour all the way through the seasons. So stay tuned and we will get some footage. So here we are back at the rockery, and if we very carefully open the back of this van, because something will fall out, I see. A little bit of decking in there has held everything into place. Look at that. Oh, a couple of casualties. And that is the stock that we're going to get out and place out. So, stock all out, mix of specimen plants, Pyracantha, Phormiums, Pittosporum, so they'll go as the specimens, then the herbaceous and the grasses and things will fill in around them, and hopefully we can make a nice job of it. So that's the prep work done. This compost stroke topsoil is recycled, so there will be a bit of twigs and stuff in, but it's ideal planting conditions. And then we've got compost for planting as well. So, large and medium plants in, Phormiums, Pittosporums, Spirea, Ceanothus, Hebes, choice here, some Carex, some small dwarf conifers that probably aren't dwarf conifers, but that's how it goes. Viburnum tinus. So now it's just into plant with the colour now. So this is a lot of greenery and a lot of shrubs that get little white flowers and things on, but don't do a lot. These are the bad boys that will make the difference. Skimmia japonica for spring colour. So there we have the finished job. Mix of herbaceous perennials and shrubs and grasses. So I've planned it so there'll be a bit of colour all year, and a nice little scheme providing it gets left alone. So job complete. Now it's just in the hands of the gods that they get left alone. We'll see what happens. But come back to time. We got 20 tonne of stone delivered, and I brought my excavator over to level it off and compact it a little bit. 2 hours there. Same with the soil. The soil was lifted in over the fence, and the machine, because it was in bags, the machine managed to lift it where we wanted it. So there was very little moving about. Rocks arrived and dug some little holes in the soil, but it was the same again. 2 hours work for the rocks, and then planting wise, just short of 2 hours this morning. So all in all, you could have done that. Job's been done in 4 stages because of the logistics. The rocks have been come from somewhere, the stones been come from somewhere, but realistically it's 8 hours work. So one man could have, if the logistics had been right, one man could have done that job in a day, planting up compost and then just spread the compost over the top afterwards. So nice little scheme. It's jobs like that I really enjoy doing. It's nice to leave something, it's nice to do a scheme like that and leave it behind and come back in hopefully a few months and a few years and see how it grows, see the shrubs and everything establish and the herbaceous stuff getting bigger, and then obviously eventually you'll come back and thin the herbaceous stuff out and things. But it's little schemes like that I do enjoy. So any questions on any planting things and how you go about jobs like that, how you go about pricing jobs like that, or anything, or it's anything you need to know, just drop me a message. Same with shrubs, right shrub, right place. I've picked the shrubs there for the job. I've spaced out shrubs narrower and some tighter because I know what one shrub will do to the other one, or herbaceous perennials. I've packed them in closer at the front because I know what they'll do. It's just about knowing, as gardeners, it's about knowing what we're working with, and knowing the different types and what they do. And that's where clients ask. Clients will ask you what, especially people in the domestic sector. People will ask you what plants, or what should I put in here, what do you think put in here, and it's no good just going to a garden centre and buying 3 shrubs that you don't know what they're going to do. It's no good someone saying, oh, I want something to put in this pot, and you bang a laurel in, or you bang something in that's going to grow like mad. So it's just about knowing your job and knowing your trade, really. A greenkeeper knows lots about different types of seed, but you wouldn't expect them to know much about plants, whereas we know lots about plants, but we wouldn't, I'm not expecting to know what the difference between Bermuda grasses and rye grasses and everything else. So it's, that's just the way the trade is. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching that. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I did creating it, and we will see you on the next one.